Hi, this is Yaron from Menlo Coaching with another video about the MBA interview. So another question you will inevitably be asked during the MBA interview is, why do you want to get an MBA? So a very, very good answer to that is because I need one. And the best way to articulate that need is to identify the hierarchy of your needs at the highest possible level. So you may need some skills, you may need some networking, you may need recruiting, and so on and so forth. And these things that you need should be as specific as possible to you, your personality, and your very, very specific short and long-term goals. So many people, for example, have some sort of skill-based or academic-based need. You may need leadership training. You may need to get better at marketing. You may need some techniques of valuation so that you can do your finance and consulting job very, very well, and so on and so forth. So you want to identify the very specific needs that you're going to lack, that you have, and talk about those. Another very, very common thing that people are looking for in the MBA is networking. You're going to need future clients, you're going to need future partners to work with, and it's always nice to have some friends, especially if you're going to do something like have a startup, because having a startup with not friends is probably a lot less fun. So networking is a common one, and finally, recruiting is another major thing or factor that most people are looking for in an MBA. So these are some things you may want to talk about. You choose your own, whatever are best for you, but that's how you want to answer why MBA. Second thing you want to think about is you may want to articulate some needs for your short-term goals and some needs for your long-term goals. So inevitably, for your short-term goals, you're going to need more specific skills. Let's say you want to do a transition, so you need some knowledge about your new industry. You need some leadership experience because you're going to lead for the first time, and so on and so forth. And for your long-term goals, it may be more people-oriented, so networking or negotiations or public speaking and things that you would need further on in your career. Final tip is that even if it's not asked, you can immediately attach the needs that you have to the offerings of the school. So you could say, oh, I really need leadership training, and it's fantastic that Columbia has this great leadership course, and so on and so forth. It just shows that you're excited about the specific school that you're answering for, and you're kind of offering what they will probably ask anyways, which is why our school, but it's nice to offer it up from the beginning. If you like this video, hit the like button, more coming up.